Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, I'm getting a late start this evening, tonight, this morning. Whatever. It's 3:27 a.m. And welcome to the Friday night driveway Diet Coke dance party. Just got paid Friday night. It does not feel like a Friday. I don't even know what it feels like. It feels like a Tuesday or something. I don't even know. Oh my God, the days have blended into each other. I realized today, I was like, you have not seen another human being, with the exception of your husband, like actually interacted within like a few feet of each other, in 2 weeks, because that was the last time that we went to the grocery store. That I was even within like, well, other than the ladies in the street when we were talking about what happened that one night and they wouldn't back up, but I was still like 6 or 10 feet away from them. Feels so weird. I also realized as I was laying in bed tonight that this vlog is really my only interaction with the outside world, is what I've kind of started to realize, which I think is why it feels like such a saving grace. I stayed up so late last night. I should say this morning, because it was almost 8 o'clock in the morning when I went to bed. And I wasn't even tired then. I could have just stayed up and stayed up and stayed up. I got up, well, I got done last night with my vlog, and then I listened to my audiobook, Run by Blake Crouch, because it was like the first full day of the readathon, and so I wanted to get like a lot of it done, which I actually finished it earlier today, and so I listened to a lot of that last night, and I sat here and I played Words with Friends, and then I went inside and I watched like 2 episodes of Schitt's Creek. I have like 1.5 episodes left to finish the first season. Do I have my lights on or off? And then I'm done with it, the first season. And my allergies have been driving me crazy today. I feel like every person that I've talked to has been like, oh my God, my allergies are driving me crazy today. And so yeah, so I did that, and then like by that point it was like 7:40 or something like that, and I was like, you need to go to bed. And then we were supposed to find out today whether or not Indiana was going to be have the stay-at-home order extended, and so I realized I was, even though I had said that when I run out of the certain foods that I'm out of, then I'm just going to start eating healthier. Well, today the governor extended it to May 1st, which is a Friday, which means it'll probably be extended through that weekend if he's going to stop it then. So it's 2 more weeks. But I'm like out of onion dip, and I have all these chips. I'm out of my Baby Bell cheese. I'm out of these real essential things that I need, you know, that are not totally essentials. But I got on the Amazon tonight, and I could not believe it. I don't know what time I got on it, because every person I talk to is like, yeah, whenever I get on there, they don't have, they have no delivery times. So I got on there at like 8 or 9, and yeah, because it was right before we started watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and we started watching RuPaul's Drag Race at like 9:15 or 9:10. It was right before that. I got on there and I ordered like 4 more onion dips. They only have the Deen's onion dip on there, which is still good. It's just I don't like it as well as I like the Lay's. And then I got Baby Bell cheese. I got something else. I didn't get that much. It came to like $30. I don't remember what else I got. Alex didn't need anything, and I had to pay like $4.99 for shipping, or not shipping, for them to deliver it. So that was that. But that's coming between 5 and 7 in the morning. So I'll probably be sitting out here and they'll like deliver it. Last time it came at like right at 7 o'clock. Or between like 6 and 7, I think. But I was kind of surprised it was like right in between that window. I thought it would be like a lot later than that or something. But they actually, for today, they had a couple windows open throughout the day. They had like this morning, and then they had, I'll tell you why I picked this morning in a second. They had like 5 to 7, and then like the next like 4 slots or 3 slots were like taken. And then they had like 11 to like 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night or something. I don't know. They had those all open. Maybe they don't go that late, I don't know, but they had like throughout the afternoon, they had like 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, they had like all of those were open for delivery. But the reason that I got this one was because I was like, well, I'll still be up, and I might want some onion dip, so they'll be delivering the onion dip right when I'm getting hungry, and I'll be like, oh, it just showed up, so I'll be able to eat my onion dip then. So that was, I did that, I ordered that. And then, what else did I do? I got up today, and I had like made a list of like all of the videos I was gonna make and stuff like that. And well, Alex went to bed super late last night, so when I got done vlogging, I went in around 5:30. To get another Diet Coke, and he was still up watching TV upstairs. And I said, are you still up? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I just can't sleep. So we both slept in super late today. I mean, it was after like 4 o'clock today when I rolled out of bed. I got up at about 3, but like I rolled out of bed at like 4, and we just like laid there and talked and stuff. And then he made a coffee. And this morning, I didn't even make iced coffee. It was kind of cold outside in Indianapolis. It's supposed to start warming up, but I made a hot coffee, and I started calling my friends and just kind of checking in with people and got my vlog uploaded. And by the time that I looked at the clock, it was like 5:15, and I was like, if I start working on videos now, first of all, I looked like crap, so I was gonna have to like, you know, take a shower and do my hair and all that kind of stuff. So that was gonna make it like 6, which means my videos would have got up at like 9. I was like, you know what? Like, I screwed up this whole day. So I just was like, relax, take it easy, don't stress yourself out, because I was like, I really wanted to get videos posted today. And I was like, I'll just do it tomorrow. So then I decided that I was going to focus on finishing my audiobook and listening to audiobooks today, was what I was going to focus on. So I finished Run by Blake Crouch. Oh my God. Well, first of all, I'm really, really surprised by the negative reviews it got. People were like, it's really predictable. People were like, it's really slow. This is why you can't believe reviews sometimes. People were like, it was really predictable. It was really slow. It has like an overall rating of like 3.8 something. This is one of the most intense books I think I have ever read in my entire life. I mean, literally from page 1, it does not stop. And it is a total thriller, and it is unbelievable. And what it's about is, I mean, it's not long. It's like, I think 8 hours and 30 minutes or something, like listening time. Non-stop. Like, could not stop listening to it. It was so good. It's about like the whole, like, it's very similar kind of to the same feeling as like Handmaid's Tale, but it's totally different because what's happened is there's like a group of people that are like trying to kill certain Americans, the majority of Americans. And there's like a small group, and they've like taken over, and there's a reason why that they've been affected to do this, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody in case anybody wants to listen to it. But so it's about this guy and his wife and their 2 kids, and they're literally on the run from like Albuquerque, New Mexico, like through the mountains and stuff, and constantly like it's just, and it's like, and he like Blake Crouch, he does not, like, mince words. Like, I mean, stuff happens in the book. Like scary stuff happens. It's a scary book to read. So anyway, I finished that today. I just was like, oh my God, I was like breathless when I finished it. And then I started the Greer Hendricks book, The Wife Between Us. But I'm not very far into that. I'm only like a half an hour into that right now. So I'm going to listen to some of that when I get done tonight. I also downloaded this app, I have to tell you. It's called, hold on a second, Lightning Link Casino, and it is the exact same games. I mean, it's not like a little different. It's like the exact same games that Valerie and I play at the casino. It has like all of the same games. The sounds are the same. The bonuses are the same. I mean, everything. The rate of bonuses is the same. So I found myself sitting there today. I mean, it doesn't really feel like being at the casino, but it's still fun to play. I found myself there today, like when I was like in between doing stuff, I just would like play on that app. And who did I talk to today? I talked to my sponsor for a while today. I talked to Tanya for a little bit today. I don't remember who else I talked to today. Let's see. That was it. I called my cousin, and I called my other friend, and then I called Valerie, and never heard back. So, I think a lot of them were on the phone today, because like every time I went, like I called them, like it went right to voicemail. Alex just kind of hung out all day today. He finished a show that he was watching last night. And then today, he was going to start Ozark tonight. I don't know if he ended up watching it or not. Because we, like, so he was talking on the phone. I think he was talking to Sarah. And he was, like, upstairs and I was downstairs. And I was like, hey, are you, like, hungry? Because I'm getting ready to make something to eat. And he was like, he always says this. He's like, no. And then, like, 2 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. This heat in my eyes is, like, drying this contact out to where it's hurting. But, so he came downstairs. He was like, yeah, I am hungry. And I was like, well, RuPaul's Drag Race is on. And I thought it started at 9 and went to 10:30. But it was on at, like, 8 and went to, like, 10. 8 to 9:30 or 8 to 10 or something. Because they have like this after show thing they do on there too. Called Untucked. And I was like, do you want to like do like a frozen pizza or make something together? And he was like, no. So I started making macaroni and cheese. And he made these like chicken taco things. Oh my God, I have to say, like, well, I mean, it looked good. I don't really ever rarely crave meat anymore. And definitely not like shredded chicken. Earlier today for lunch, though, I will tell you, I had bought him these like chicken tenders that were like breaded from the grocery store. Like the very first time I went to Meijer, I got him a bunch of like, he wanted like breast of chicken. So I got him like breast of chicken, and I got him like, what do you call it? Oh my God. I just remembered this like private joke that my ex and I used to have. But he, these roasted chickens, and then like, or whatever they're called, I don't know. Like the chicken tenders, you know what I'm talking about? Like chicken fingers basically, right? And so he cooked those. They looked so good. Oh my God, they looked so good. And so he had those for like lunch, and he mixed hot sauce and marinara together. He said it was really good. It looked actually kind of really good. So I didn't eat lunch. So then I had macaroni and cheese for dinner, and then I made a peanut butter sandwich with honey. He was so funny. He was like, you put honey on your peanut butter? I said, yeah, babe, you knew that. He was like, no, I didn't know that. He was like, he goes, is it any good? And he hates peanut butter. And I was like, yeah, it's really good. Because I always eat peanut butter and honey sandwiches. I'm not like, I like jelly or jam, but I like it on, like, you know, biscuits or muffins or whatever. I don't like it, like, in a sandwich. And so, anyway, so he and I sat there and we watched RuPaul's Drag Race, and we ate, which was real fun, and we were, like, joking with each other. We were, like, texting each other, like, while we were watching the show, like, literally 3 feet away from each other. He's so silly. Anyway, and then when that was done, we just kind of, like, hung out, and then I laid down, because I was like, I'm so tired. Oh, I completely forgot about this because I was asleep for so long. Well, it's gone now. I had a really, 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 really bad migraine earlier. And it, like, literally came out of nowhere, like, while we were watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And I was like, oh my God. Like, it was just, like, super intense. I almost couldn't even, like, watch the end of the show. And, so when we were done, I just was kind of, like, sitting there. We were, like, talking and stuff. And, like, my head was hurting so bad. And I was like, I think I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. And that's when I laid down. My head feels great now. That's weird. It's like, I mean, my head feels so good I completely forgot about it. That's weird. Like, it usually, like, I can feel like a lingering one. I, like, slept so deep tonight. I always really get weird, like, when if I had, like, a migraine and I feel, like, super clear-headed like I do right now, or if I wake up and I've, like, slept for, like, 10 hours and I never once woke up and I don't remember it, because sometimes, like that's how it was back in the day when I had, like, a lot of, like, seizure activity, and so it kind of scares me, because I'm like, did I have some seizure activity while I was sleeping and I don't remember? Because sometimes, like, when you're epileptic and you, like, have seizure activity and you, like, come out of it and you wake up, you feel, like, really, really good. It's almost like this euphoric feeling. I wouldn't say I feel euphoric right now, but my head is completely clear. It's the weirdest thing. So anyway, then I lay down and I took a nap, and, took a nap, whatever you want to call it, when it's that late at night. But I kept on waking up, well, towards the end, because he came to the bedroom at about, I feel like everything about every day just blends together anymore. Do you feel like that? Like, every day, everything about every single day just blurs and blends together anymore? What time did I lay down? I think I laid down about 10:30. Well, we would have got done with RuPaul at 10:30, so I laid down sometime between 10:30 and 11, and he came and laid down at, like, 1:30. Because I remember Boo Radley was laying up with me in bed, and I, like, looked over, because, like, it helps me to, like, fall asleep at night, like, if I'm, like, talking to Boo, like, and, like, petting his head. I always pet his head, and I, like, fell asleep with, like, one of my hands. He sleeps on Alex's pillow, like, when it's just the two of us, and so I, like, fell asleep with, like, my hand on Alex's pillow, and when I woke up, I woke up because, like, Boo Radley was, like, he, like, was startled, and I could feel him, like, shake, and I looked up at Boo, and I was like, what is it, Boo? And then I, like, saw the light come on for the hallway, and Alex was coming upstairs with Tucker, and I looked at the clock, and that was at, like, 1:30. Did I not even set an alarm? Man, oh, no, I did. I set an alarm for, like, after that. I think I set an alarm for, like, 1:45, because I was afraid. I was like, if I sleep, I sleep. But, like, sometime after that, 1:45 or 2, because I was like, if I sleep, I sleep. But I just want to get up in time to vlog. And I remember I was laying there, and the alarm went off. Like, I fell back asleep, and the alarm went off. And Alex goes, can you turn that off? So I turned the alarm off. And then I fell asleep again. And I woke up at, like, 3, and I was like, I need to get up. And then I turned over and Boo Radley was laying right by my side. And I was like, just 10 more minutes, because he was so sweet. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. It's so inconsequential. It doesn't even matter, does it? Anyway. Oh, man. But we had a good day today. We're like getting along so crazy well. Like, we're constantly just like joking with each other, and I don't know, like, we're getting along really, really well, you know? Like, I was a little worried at first. I was like, you know, like, this much time together in this small space, like, I hope we don't, like, start arguing, and we really haven't. Like, the first week, like, we had some kind of, like, tense situations about stuff, but it was mostly, like, it was stupid stuff. It was, like, I had kind of, like, a regimen of what I do every day, you know? And then all of a sudden, Alex was, like, getting up, and he was, like, wanting to do these huge projects. Like, well, today we're going to do this, or today we're going to do that. I'm like, well, wait a second, okay? Like, I kind of have my way of doing things, you know, around here during the day, because you're not here and I am, and I work from home. So, I was kind of like that, you know? And that, like, affected us, I would say, the first week. And, you know, after that, it was completely fine. Like, we haven't, like, even had, like, one little small argument, I don't think. Like, nothing, really. And we're super considerate of each other. My husband has been more compassionate and more romantic in the last 3 weeks, I think, than, I mean, a long time. I just think that we're more, you know, we're more aware of each other, maybe. More, you know, I don't know, maybe not. He's a pretty sweet guy, though. The dogs seem bored as hell, though. Because, you know, like, Alex, like, I'll get up and I'll kind of, like, he'll, like, get up and go to the kitchen and, like, make coffee, and then he usually, like, calls Sarah. Like, we kind of, like, call our people. Like, that's, like, the first thing we do, you know? So he'll be, like, talking to Sarah, and he usually makes something for lunch, because he's, like, a lunch eater, you know? Like, he usually eats lunch and dinner. I don't. I usually eat, like, one meal a day. I'm always pretty much like that, even when we're not, like, on this thing. And so he'll make, like, something for lunch, and he'll sit there and whatever. But then he kind of, like, goes back to bed. Not, like, to sleep, but he'll, like, go back to bed and be on his computer for, like, the next 4 hours, like, watching, you know, whatever Netflix shows and all that kind of stuff that he's watching at the moment. And so then I kind of just, like, do other stuff. Like, so I think that's also probably part of it, is, like, we kind of, like, reconvene in the evenings again. Although today, I felt like we were kind of, like, by each other a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I have to say, I don't really miss, like, going out and seeing people. I'm kind of almost hoping, you know, like, with my social anxiety and stuff. Like, I was thinking about this today. I'm hoping it's not going to make it worse afterwards, because I was, like, starting to get, you know, used to being, you know, more social and going out and doing things. I'm hoping, like, it won't make it worse afterwards, because I'll be like, well, I've been inside for so long and I just feel safe and comfortable in my own home. I don't really want to go anywhere. I'm hoping that's not the situation, because to some degree, like, I don't really mind this. Like, I feel safe. It was funny, I was talking to my sponsor today, and we were talking about friends of ours, or people that we know that, not friends of ours, but, like, people we've seen on Facebook that are, like, not really following the social distancing thing. And it's like I see people that make fun of it. Like they'll meet up with somebody, you know what I mean? And then they'll be like, but we're social distancing. And they're like, but they're obviously not social distancing. And I'm like, okay, this isn't a joke. Like, this is a very serious thing. But it's real easy for me to say, but do you? But at the same time, it's like, but you are possibly affecting all of our health by doing this. So I was talking to my sponsor about this today, about like our ability to follow rules today, because I was never a rule follower. I just wasn't. And I was somebody that always was oppositional to the rules. And, I'm almost kind of like weirdly following the rules. And she was like, but our ability to do that today shows like how far we've come with our recoveries, that's who we are today. We realize, like I was saying, I realize I'm not unique, I'm not special, I'm not different. The rules apply to me. So when they say stay 6 to 10 feet away or stay at home, like, okay, I'm doing that. A, because I don't want to get sick. B, I don't want anybody that I love to get sick. And C, it's because it's what I've been told to do. Like, there becomes this, I think, a sense of, well, we're different then. And see, I used to have that, like, back in the day. Like, that piece really goes along with being an addict and an alcoholic. Well, if you knew me then, if you knew my life then, it's like we're different than somebody else. And I don't really have that attitude today, especially when it comes to, following rules like everybody else. It's like I just kind of like go along with the flow, and when I'm told to do something, I do it, I mean, like world stuff like this, or if you're at the airport, or the, like the vet, like we can't come inside with the dogs. It's like, I'm not going to be that one person and be like, well, why not? If I can't bring my dogs in, then I'm not, you know what I mean? It's like, why do that, Just go along with it, and do what you're told. Why I don't understand why it's so hard to do what we're told. I don't know. I guess the thing that scares me is, like, this is a really scary thing, right? And I see people that are like, and hey, do your thing, right? But I see people that are like, for Easter, they got together with all their, like, aunts and uncles and cousins and grandmas and whatever, okay? We haven't seen our families in weeks, right? Literally over a month at this point. And then, like, I saw somebody post, now we do have this, well, I'll tell it when it happens, but it's not like something that we're going to, like with other people. But I saw a friend of mine's birthday, and they were like meeting in a parking lot to like social distance. But like they're all right there at the trunk, like pulling, like they were like making drinks and stuff, and like they were pulling, like, this is friends of Alex and I's, and they were like, or me and Alex's, and they were like pulling mixers out and stuff, and then they were all there, and they were like, and they were literally like a foot apart of all these people, and I was like, okay, do what you have to do, like if that makes you feel okay. But here's my thing, first of all, right? This is really, really serious. Like, I think this is more serious than people really, like, want to admit sometimes. And I think that because we're kind of coming to the end of it, like, where, these governors are saying that, like, they're going to let us, like, get off these orders within the next 2 to 3 weeks. People are like, oh my God, it's like, okay, finally it's coming to the end, and we can start, like, letting down our hair. No. This is, like, a pivotal time right now, right? And so, but what I was thinking about today was, what if this was like, I mean, what if this really was like you literally, and I mean, I'm not saying that it's not, like, a stay-at-home order means you're supposed to stay at home, but I mean, like, what if it literally was like, if you went out in public, you would die kind of thing? Like, would there still be those people that just could not follow the rules? It's baffling to me, I guess. Like, I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, okay, I get that, do you care? I mean, I don't know. It just is baffling to me when I see it. And I guess the fact that it's like, let me shove it in other people's faces with pictures and make fun of it, it's not funny to me, and, I don't know. I think, like, one of the things that, like, it got me thinking today about, like, and these are all, I would say, like, people that I'm not, like, super, super close with. Like, we're, like, friendly acquaintances with, and we've done stuff and gone to birthday parties with them for years and years and years and years, but we're not, like, super close with them, right? But, like, I will tell you that it started making me think today, hold on a second, it's gonna stop. Okay. It started making, oh, don't, come on. It started making me think today, though, you know, like, these are people that, like, to some degree, don't even take their best interest of their health into mind. They would not take mine either, okay? So long after this is said and done and we've moved on with the world, if that ever happens, and we're at a different point, does it make me think different of, would I put myself in a situation with them that could possibly be dangerous or hazardous to my well-being? Because they have shown that they don't really care, you know? So these are people that, like, I trusted and thought, you know, like, well, they would never put me in uncomfortable situations. Well, now I've seen, like, what they think of, like, serious situations. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys think of it that way at all? When I was talking to my cousin the other day, she's like, well, I don't think that we should be, like, shaming people that feel comfortable doing those things. And I said, well, it's not really to me. Like, I don't feel like it's shame. Like, I'm sure it's coming across that way to some people, but it is what it is. I don't really care. It's confusion to me is what it is. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You know, when I look back on the world and things I've lived through, that statement, "it will never happen to me," has taken a lot of people that I loved. Anyway, I don't know. Weird times that we're living in right now, though, right? I bought that damn Yahtzee game and we haven't played it once. I'm like, we're going to play that Yahtzee game at least once before we get out of isolation. And put together a puzzle. I've got to clean off the table so we can put the puzzle together. That's first thing right there, and I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to clean off that table. There's some Truth and Consequences for you. Wasn't that a game back in the day, Truth and Consequences? I don't really want to clean off the table. Oh my gosh, my eyes. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Is that the song? Did I just pull that out of thin air, or is that really how the song goes? If I pull that out of thin air and I sang the correct words, I'm going to be so proud of myself. Oh my God. Do you ever look at people's thumbnails and just laugh? Like, when I just, like, go through YouTube and I just, like, look at people's thumbnails, I'm like, sometimes they're always so exaggerated. Here, I'm gonna give you, here's, like, James Charles. The next one is Paula Deen has her own YouTube channel. Why is it getting suggested to me? Golden Retriever and baby bunnies, 2 days old, best dog reaction ever. Okay, these are the kind of videos that I watch. It was like I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone today about this. 1.3 million views. Those are the kind of videos that I watch and I love. That like what I've been watching on TV, and I've been watching all of these like she shed and small house buildings building videos, and then I've watched the ones where they take the shipping carts. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with those. Where they take the shipping carts and they turn them into there's a Tiger King, Lion King parody movie trailer. That is totally for me, since I can never get the names right. Let's see. Life quarantined in an RV. This must be a gay couple. I've never heard of them before. Tyler and Todd. Then they get 42,000 views. Are they live in an RV? Is that their deal? I love those RV videos. Off-grid cabin, self-isolating in the woods, life under quarantine, quarantined in an RV. Okay, so they have a video 3 weeks ago called Quarantined in an RV. Then they have a video 5 days ago called Life Quarantined in an RV. Quitting RV life, question mark, traveling USA with gay couple. So apparently they're in an RV. Okay, van life in Hawaii. Well, there they were in a van. Then they're tiny house living, how we spend, okay, so they're doing it all. They're doing all of like the famous tricks on YouTube. Live in a tiny house, have a van in Hawaii, have the reality of living in a tiny home on wheels. I might have to watch their channel. This looks kind of cool. We're RV living full-time. Gay couple, 5 months ago. I feel like I've seen them before, and they've been around a lot longer than that, is what I feel like. I could be wrong. Look, I haven't even watched... Oh my god, I'm subscribed to their channel. How am I subscribed to their channel? I don't even think I've seen their channel before. Have I watched... I'm like going through their videos. I have not watched one of their videos on here. Unless they... I wonder if they like had videos on before and they like... And then they took them down. And they decided they were just going to be like a van life channel. Do you know how like channels do that? Their videos are very, very highly edited. I don't feel like I've ever seen them before. Seem like a sweet couple though. Anyway, well, I'll check them out. I don't know how I got subscribed to them, but oh well, I don't really care. It's like so weird, the videos that get suggested to me. I don't even know why. 12 great sewing tips and tricks. How dogs tell us what we need to know. Oh, she's the one that does all of the dog psychic stuff. I really like her. Gypsy Rose Blanchard explained why her mother kept her in a wheelchair for a year. It was 2 years ago. That whole situation was so bizarre. Oh, I didn't even see that Rylan Adams this week ago giving my shed a tiny house makeover. I have to watch that. I swear half the people that I'm subscribed to don't even show up in my subscriptions. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is these two little dogs sitting out in the sun with parasols over their heads. I love it. I love it. Okay. let's go into my vlog and see if people have left some comments to talk about tonight. Because I don't really have a whole lot to talk about except for go read the book Run by Blake Crouch. Okay. My eye's dry. Let's see. Get over to my vlog. Corinne said, I will be Kathy's friend. I'm alone during this quarantine and have few friends. Thank you for the vlog, Peter. Aw, thank you, Corinne. I'm sorry, sweetie. Renee said, the outro song made me want a sing-along, LOL. Nice to be able to hang out with a good friend every day, especially while we're social distancing and being a good GD has its perks. Aww. Okay. Melanie said, I watched the outro and so should you. Oh my God. I've never struggled with addiction, but you have helped me through so much stress. Your attitude and positivity despite what you have lived through is amazing. Also, I'm one of those people who needs to hear that I love you in your outro. Oh my God, thank you so much. I haven't heard it in years from anyone else. I'm sorry. Well, that makes me really happy at least to know that like one person, like when I say that, like it means something. What happened with the neighbor from yesterday's rant video? Can we get an update? I still have not stopped her. Actually, I've been like out here and I'm like looking for her and I didn't see her at all today. So I don't know what happened to her. So if you didn't watch the rant video, the whole time I was ranting, okay, my neighbor, who is one of the people I was talking to, the old lady, okay, well, she's not old lady, but she's an older lady. She lives over there in the corner. She's lived there since my mom lived here, so let's put it in perspective, okay? So she lives over there. Well, she came out when I was looking to see what was going on with all of like the police cars and the fire engine and all that kind of stuff. Well, this woman that like walks loops in the neighborhood, she came down too, and she was like, I think somebody died. And I was like, what? She was like, and I thought like, we got some busybodies in this neighborhood, but oh my Lord. She's like, well, I think somebody died. And I go, why? And I was thinking because they didn't have the lights on the ambulance. And she goes, and I go, because of the ambulance lights? And she goes, that too. And she was real funny. And she goes, no, but I didn't see anybody in the back of the ambulance. And I go, and the other lady said, I saw him carry somebody out. And I said, yeah, I saw somebody carrying somebody out too, because they backed out of her driveway. And I said, and one of them, she goes, well, I think two people were in the van. And I'm thinking, well, you said you didn't see anybody get carried out. And she went through this whole thing. And then she was like, well, the ambulance just sat there for the longest time. It didn't even go anywhere. And then we have like we have cops that live over there. And then like over here, we have a police officer that, like lives with a family member. And so there's like two in this neighborhood. And the one over here, supposedly like he was out there, or his mom told her or something like, well, when that many police officers come to a situation like that, it's got to be pretty serious. So, but then I can't remember, I think it's Lee that watches my channel that is a retired homicide detective. She said that's not necessarily true, that if they're in the area, sometimes they'll just come. But the thing that was weird that night was they had the street like closed off, like you couldn't get by. Like the 4 police cars were like serving a purpose, if that makes sense. Like they were barricading that area around the house. Like you couldn't get anywhere near the house. Like it looked like something crazy was going on, and all the lights were going off and stuff. And then what was so weird was after they left, like they all left with no lights, but like people, like they took people out. I mean, like, I don't know. So it was weird. I don't know what happened, but nobody knows the people that live there anyway, because they're like new to the neighborhood. And it's apparently somebody that's a little bit younger. So I don't know what happened. But you better trust that when I see her, I will be asking her what happened. Okay. But thank you, Muzi, for asking the question. let's see. Oh, Deirdre put like every color of heart. I think we need all of them. Stay safe, Wolfpack. Okay, Magic Me said, I love Goodreads too. Before Goodreads, I used to struggle to find new reads, and now I have a to-read list of some 500 books. And yeah, I watched the outro, duh. Okay, so true. I love Goodreads so much. If you guys don't know what Goodreads is an app. It's all about books. It's kind of like, I explain it to people that it's like Facebook, but for books, but you don't really like be friends like your friends on it. Like it's other like reading people. And, well, now I have tons of like friends on there because every time somebody like friend requests me, I just accept it. I always because you don't like put like status updates like about what you think about the election, or you know, like grandma's, you know, I don't know, white bean chicken chili recipe, you know what I mean? Or you don't check into the gym. It's all just about books. So you like make up bookshelves, and you like rate books, and you put what book you're reading, you put what books you want to read, and when you put like up there like I want to read this book, it like shows it, and so then other people can hit it, and it's like I'll scroll through it. Here, I'll show you right now. Like I'll scroll through it and I'll see at least one book that I'll like want to read, and this is what she's talking about. This is what Magic Me is talking about, because you'll like go through here and you'll come up with like at least one book, and you'll be like, oh my god, that sounds so good. So for people that have never seen Goodreads before, this is what it looks like. Well, you can't see it, can you? But anyway, oh, I have 2 friend requests. So here, I'll tell you who they are. Call these people out. Casey and Belle, and I just accept every friend request. And then if you go underneath here, okay, the battery died literally as I was getting ready to show you the Goodreads thing. Is it focused? Okay. And then I put in my second battery, and it's so low, it has no juice in it. So I was like, I started it, and I was like, okay, it looks like it has a little bit, and then I went right to red. And then this one says it's full, so thank God I have some juice in there. But anyway, I wanted to show you what Goodreads looks like. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know how to do it so you can see it on here. So if you look, you can see, like, people list the books that they're reading, and then they say, like, want to read, or are reading, or whatever, right? And so then you can go through there, and you can decide if they're, like, books that you want to read, and you can, like, look at different things, right? Okay. And then you can, like, put on yours, like, different, I could show you somebody's profile, but I'm not going to just show you some random person's profile. But anyway, if you go to their profiles, you can see, like, well, let me pull up somebody's and I can tell you. Where's my info? Go to my notifications. Okay, I'm gonna go to this person who I'm now friends with. This is new. It is so hot in here. The one thing I will tell you about Goodreads, though, is that the app is always really slow. So, it has like this, it segments your books, right? Like this person currently is reading 50 Shades Darker. They recently read Grey by E.L. James. They gave it 3 stars. They read 50 Shades of Grey. They gave it 2 stars. I don't know why they're continuing to read them. Oh, but then they read F. Scott Fitzgerald's Great Gatsby, 5 stars. The Hate You Give, 5 stars. They want to read The Butterfly Garden, which I just read. They have, they have good books on here, okay. So then they also have bookshelves that they've created. They have favorites, worst books, and did not finish. Let's see a book that they did not finish. This will be interesting. Oh, Deen Koontz, Your Heart Belongs to Me, okay. And then worst books, let's see what their worst books are. Your Heart Belongs to Me and Bear, which I've never heard of that, by Marianne Engel. And then favorites, let's see. The Hate You Give, The Poet X, Misery, Baby Teeth, which my friend keeps on telling me to read, The Help, and Lolita. Okay, very, very interesting. So you can go and do that, and then you can see like what people like to read, and then it gives you different ideas, and you can see their favorite books. And then as you're going through like just their feed, like You know, like it'll tell you, okay, this person, okay, I don't know what that language is. I think it's German. I'm trying, oh, wait, who's this? Here's somebody that's probably in the book club. Rebecca, she is 46% done with Molly's Game. I'm looking for like a book that somebody is like really into Coraline, because they keep on like putting stuff about Coraline on here. Okay, I'm trying to go through here and tell you, like, if I saw a book where I'd be like, oh, I really want to know what this is about. By the way, as of today, I have read 30 books on this year. Okay, well, I really want to read the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown, and I have the first one on Audible. So, like, I would go in here, and I haven't, like, for a long time read the description of what it's about, but I know it's, like, science fiction or dystopian. So, I live for the dream that my children will be born free, she says, that they will be what they like, that they will own their own, that they will own the land their father gave them. I live for you, I say sadly. Io kisses my cheek, because, I don't know, see, this is why I don't think I've ever started it. Darrow is a red, member of the lowest caste in the color-coded society of the future. Like his fellow Reds, he works all day, believing that he and his future are making the surface of Mars livable for future generations. Yet he spends his life willingly, knowing that his blood and sweat will one day result in a better world for his children. But Darrow and his kind have been betrayed. Soon he discovers that humanity already reached the surface generations ago. Vast cities and sprawling parks spread across the planet. Darrow and Reds like him are nothing, now it sounds good, are nothing more than slaves to a decadent ruling class. Inspired by a longing for justice and driven by the memory of a lost one, Darrow sacrifices everything to infiltrate the legendary Institute, proving ground for the dominant gold caste, where the next generation of humanity overlords struggle for power. He will be forced to compete for his life and the very future of civilization against the best and most brutal of society's ruling class. There, he will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, and if it means he has to become one of them to do so. Even if it means he has to become one of them to do so. How do you become your own enemy? I don't know. I don't get that. But anyway. It sounds pretty good. I've been wanting to read that for a while, but we'll have to wait. And then this person is going to read, oh, they're 34% done with The Bell Jar. A great read, a very depressing read. I haven't read that since college. I actually should probably pick that up again and read that sometime. There was a period of my life where I got real obsessed with reading all of, like, Sylvia Plath work and Anne Sexton's poem. Do you guys know Sylvia Plath and Anne Sexton? They were friends. And Sylvia Plath, they were just very, well, they both took their own lives. And The Bell Jar is this, is kind of like it's like semi-autobiographical, but it's not about her. But, I mean, it's about her, but it's, like, fictionalized. And it's about a woman's descent into depression. It's one of the saddest books I've ever read in my entire life. And I remember when I read it at the time, just being completely just, like, floored. Like, I don't know, it was, like, such a hard read. But anyway, a lot of great books out there. So if you're not on Goodreads, you should get on Goodreads. I can remember, like, when I literally originally got on Goodreads, and I can remember talking to a friend of mine from high school, and she said something about, she's real into steampunk. And so she was talking to me about, I said, where do you find all these steampunk books? And she's like, on Goodreads. And I go, what is Goodreads? She goes, how are you not on Goodreads and you love to read? And I was like, I don't know. So I got on Goodreads, and I, like, started an account, like, that day. I will tell you the one thing I would, if you're gonna start one and you haven't started it already, what I wouldn't do is, like, I went in and they, like, have you go in, like, and say, like, what, like, you go in, rate books that you've already read. But the problem with that is this, okay? Like, you should just go into Goodreads. Like, this would be my suggestion. Go into Goodreads as if you've never read a book before. And then your very first book that you read on there, because they want to give you suggestions for what to read, which is great and all that kind of stuff. But the problem then is when you reread a book, it becomes real difficult to, like, rate it. You know what I mean? Like I've reread books and changed my opinions about books, right? So when I go in there, and hell, I gave it a 5-star because I read it 20 years ago and the book had some impact on me. But then I go in and I read it now, and I give it 3 stars. Like, I went in recently, I can't remember what book it was. Oh, Ferris Beach. And I went in to try to go give it a thing, and I had already rated it. But the book by Jill McCorkle, who I loved, I'd already rated it when I very first started Goodreads. Well, I kept on going in and then erasing it, going in and going, erasing it, and it added like 8 books, and I was like, oh my god, no, I don't want this. So I had to go in, and like, it just was such a mess. So if you're gonna start a Goodreads, just don't like put any books that you've read. Just start from the next book you read, let that be the first book that you've ever read, and just start it. Like, that would be my recommendation on there. But then people can't see like what you've read in the past and whatever, but I don't know that I think it really matters, honestly. What do I know? I don't know much, but I know I love you. So thank you, Magic Me, for that. Vitka said, I always watch all the way through. I love hearing your stories. I don't struggle with substance abuse issues, but I grew up around it. I get to have conversations with my kids about it because of you and them overhearing a story you telling and asking questions. Your stories matter. I mean a lot. P.S. My 8-year-old knows your drama channel intro verbatim, and we are big fans. Thank you. Or thanks. Aww. Somebody, like, okay, because, like, Alex, like, you know, he takes his Instagram very seriously. And so, I don't know, he was having an interaction with somebody that watches my videos today who was, like, showing it to me. He was so excited. He was like, this person, like, loves your videos, and she, like, sent me this message, and she wanted me to tell you how much she loves your videos, and all this. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. He gets so excited by that stuff. Tabitha said, Peter, it's 2:59 a.m. and it's raining outside. Me, oh my god, as I'm watching this, it's 2:19 a.m. and it's raining outside. Oh. Victoria said, Peter, just thank you for keeping me in good company, especially nights when I feel nervous of the night during which my dear hubby has to continue with his work a lot, and I've been on edge with all this madness going on at times. I'm good, some more hyped about it, but glad you can tuck me in bedtime. Aww. A lot of people watch the outro. Laura said, I always watch the outro. Gotta stick around for the very last. Love you. Oh, I love that. Sherry or Cherie said, I am an outro watcher. Dane said, thank you for answering my question, Peter. I'll buy it right now, too. House of Leaves. Here we go. I got kind of excited about it, like, last night. Okay, I was ordering my Amazon Fresh today, and I was thinking about that book. Like, all of a sudden, I got thinking about it, and I thought, oh, my God, what if I fall down the rabbit hole of whatever, like, there's this whole, like, cult following behind this book, and then, you know, I have to know everything about it, and then I'm watching documentaries and whatever, and YouTube videos about it. Peter, you need to get that basement done. If you don't want to clear it at 48, you certainly won't at 58. Very true. Sarah said, I get to watch you before I go to bed. Love you, Peter. Tucker and Boo are just precious. Aww. They're, like, so helping get through this whole thing right now because they're so sweet, you know, and when Alex isn't here, they follow me around because I'm the one that's feeding them. I'm the one that's taking them out all day long. And they literally, like, we sleep in, you know, together in the mornings. And so, like, they follow me constantly around, right? Well, what's interesting, because Alex, you know, is here all day long. He's, like, the one feeding them. He's been taking them out a lot, you know. So they're, like, starting to follow him. And he lays in bed with them all day long. And it's so cute because they just are, like, living, like, for him being here. It's real sweet. So, they love it. Okay. Jennifer said, oh my God, thank you so much for reading. She put hearts, and then she put, thank you so much for reading my comment about lightning slots. I was so excited I replayed it for my 21-year-old daughter. I'm YouTube famous now, said Jennifer Messina. Jennifer, I'm obsessed, and I'll tell you which ones I play, okay? Because I play the same ones, but they're called different, like a couple of them are called different things. So this is what it looks like. I had $130 million. I don't. Okay, I'm bitter. I'm bitter the house about it. Oh, wait. I've like lost all of my money now because I wasn't getting any bonuses. So here's what it says. It says Lightning Casinos. Oh, wait. Play 5 days in a row to earn up. I don't know what that's about. I don't need all that. Okay. Starter gift? Collect, I guess. Okay. But I like... No, I don't want to play these. It gives you these stupid things. Okay. I play Autumn Moon, and I play Panda Magic, and Happy and Prosperous. Those are these big machines that they have at the casino. Okay. And then my favorite, though, I will tell you... Hold on, I have to go wrong. See, it's like a lobby, and you just like, it has all these, but it's like in a round. I can't explain. If you're like looking at it, you'd understand what I'm saying, because, well, it's kind of like this. See, these stupid things should sponsor me, don't you think? Like, I'm like, I get people like playing these games and stuff. Okay, so I love Best Bet, but that's not what I remember it being called. I remember it being called something else. And Moon Race, okay? But those are like old ones. And Tiki Fire, it's an old one too. Okay, so Valerie and I play Wild Chuco, Tiki Fire, and Heartthrob. And then we play those other big ones too that I was just mentioning. Well, Wild Panda is one of them too that we play. And then I sometimes play Buffalo. She doesn't play Buffalo. But Buffalo on here has like no bonus games. I literally had $130 million and I'm down to $66 million now. I'm so pissed about it. I was playing, sitting inside, like after RuPaul's Drag Race was done, and I was talking to Alex. And I go, damn it, just let me get a bonus. And then I got a bonus like 5 minutes later, and I go, thank God. And I was like, oh my God, I got a really good bonus. And Alex goes, is this how you sound in the casino? And I go, yeah, duh. So anyway, what did I do to my phone? I don't even know. Okay. So yes, I love those games. Jennifer Messina. Play that for your daughter. Tell me why. I don't know why I just thought of the Judds, but I love the Judds. AKA Constantine said, I watch the outro, yes I do. Yes, I don't remember how I sang it now. I watch the outro, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. I watch the outro, yes I do. And so should you. Thank you for putting that in there. Oh my God. Melissa said, I always watch it till the very, all these people that watch it till the very end. Could you guys make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up too, and make sure that you're still subscribed to all of my channels, even if you don't watch them, just subscribe to them because it'll make me happy. You might throw in a surprise I love you. Thank you. Wait, I always watch till the very end because you might throw in a surprise I love you. Thank you so much, Peter, you and Alex and the pups. And all the good Judies, be safe and happy, love you. Aww. Oh my God, I cannot believe this comment from Carrie's 3-Ring Circus. She just let me know something that has changed my life. Who has watched The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia on Amazon Prime? Oh my. Tiger King meets cops and Alabama meets the Stephen Avery family. Okay, let me just tell you something. My all-time favorite documentary of life, okay, is The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. It used to be on Netflix. If I get on Amazon Prime and Carrie is not lying to me and it's on here, I'm going to be thrown out because that is probably the most fantastic, documentary ever. Oh my God, it is so... Oh my God, I can't be... Oh my God, it is! I'm so excited! Oh my God! Oh my God, I cannot believe it. Right here, play movie. Oh, with Mamie White and everything. Oh my God. You guys have got to watch it. It is so good. Is it the same one? Wait. Yeah, 10th edition. It says from executive producer Johnny Knoxville. Did you guys know that this was from Johnny Knoxville? I didn't. Oh my god, that is so good. Carrie, thank you for letting me know. You totally made my day. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys have got to go watch the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia if you've never seen it. It's so good. It is so, so, so good. Okay. Carrie also said, usually every night I stand here in my kitchen making my wax melts and candles. That plus this vlog get me through. Every time you read one of my comments out loud, I'll hear one of my kids yell, "Oh, was he talking about you?" I was talking about you, Carrie. Love you, Carrie. Roxanne said, Peter, it's like reading these is just like so nice. Like, I mean, it's just like reading one compliment after another. It's like, oh, thank you. You know, it's like, oh my God. It's just, you guys are so sweet to me. Roxanne, Peter, your vlogs are awesome during this. I'm considered an essential worker for Apple, and people are so rude and entitled. It's unbelievable, really. It doesn't surprise me. I feel like we've seen a lot of rudeness come out during this, don't you? Patricia said, I watch all the way through. I look forward to hearing you say, I love you. And remind us to look in the mirror and say, I love you. Every single day, look in the mirror and say, I love you to yourself. And what else do we say? Today's going to be an amazing day. Kathy said, House of Leaves is very difficult to read between the footnotes, having to read things backwards and translating musical notes, stuff in the margins, 3 different fonts representing 3 different points of view. It's absolute craziness and confusion. Love you, Peter. Okay, I'm not real excited about it now, but thank you, Kathy. I will probably get it and then like look at it and be like, I can't do this. Okay. Cripwa said, okay, I can't, it's something about a recipe. If you have sour cream, mayonnaise, onions, and garlic powder, you can make your own dip. I totally did. Because, I did it totally because of you constantly talking. Alton Brown uploaded a video on his YouTube about this, making a dip. I did it totally because of you constantly talking about onion dip, and I couldn't get any delivered, so I needed to do something about that. His recipe is so good. You will feel like you are burning the house down when you cook the onions to death, though. I'll have to look that up. Lori said, I love a good long book. I love sinking into a whole other reality for a long time. On the other hand, I love a good short story, but those are rare. And I love listening to your vlog. I talk back, but you can't hear me. Oh, Lori, I love that. Tanya loves long books. Like a 700 to 1,000 page book is like Tanya's dream book. She lives for long books. Courtney said, yes, a week of rant videos. Please. Okay, regarding me talking about being bored yesterday and saying like I am but I'm not, you know, kind of thing. Christine said, I think I'm not bored in the moment. I'm actually loving just reading and watching TV in bed all day long. In bed all day, but I'm bored of my lack of ability to plan fun things for the future, like trips, family, get-togethers, etc. Amen. Like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, because it's like you don't know what it's going to look like 3 months down the road. Even if we can go out, it's like, can we travel? Can we go see our families? Whatever. I really am missing my family. I'm so thankful right now that, like, we've been FaceTiming a lot with, like, you know, like, our families, but especially, like, well, I don't FaceTime with, like, my dad and my stepmom because they're just not about all that, but I'll call them and check in with them, like, every other day. But it's been really nice to see, like, you know, the nephews and stuff, and, like, my sister-in-law has been, like, posting lots of videos on Instagram and, like, sending a lot of videos to, like, family members and stuff like that, because, you know, like, we didn't get to even see them, like, do an Easter egg hunt or anything like that, and they did one, like, out in the front yard, and it was real sweet, and so it was nice that I get to see that, you know. Ashley said, Peter's voice and the sound of... I need to start bringing my reading glasses out here. Peter's voice and the sound of rain hitting the car is the 2 most pleasing sounds ever. Aw, curled up in bed and snuggled up with my dogs and ready to listen for the next hour and a half. You are so sweet, Ashley. Thank you. 1 million subscribers said the sound of the rain is so soothing. Aww. I totally agree. I love the sound of rain, especially when I'm like going to sleep. I like a good storm. A Twiler is said, I watch the outro, yes I do, and I watch the outro, yes I do, and so should you. Daphne said, I didn't have orange hearts. Yellow close enough. Love you, Peter. By the way, I always watch you on the big screen. Aww. Adriana said, I always watch the outros, and oh my god, your outro song is totally stuck in my head now. I love it. And orange hearts for the essential workers. Aww. Lisa in the Cult Jam said, I just call her that. It's not really her name, by the way. But she knows that. She's one of my faves on here. I mean, everybody's my fave, but like, because Lisa has been requesting the 3-hour vlog, she said I always watch the outro. Crystal said, LOL, your thoughts. I too think random thoughts in the middle of a conversation. I mean, like, all the time. Amber said, I still think that Alex should sneak up on you. Sorry, not sorry. He would too. Like, that's the kind of stuff that he loves to do. Okay, Jess said, hi, Peter. I'm currently drinking some wine, eating sushi from my local HEB, I don't know what that is, like a grocery store maybe? Text in here, full face mask, and binging your vlogs all while in the same Nirvana tee and sweats I've been wearing for the past week, LOL. I've been a fan for a while, but since I've been going through a divorce, should be finalized next week, and have been at home since March 18th, I've been totally in love with your vlogs. This is the 3rd channel I've subscribed or subbed to. I just wanted to thank you so much for giving me a good duty to not feel so alone during all these crazy times. To you, Alex, and y'all's baby, stay safe and wonderful. Thank you so much, Jess. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Crystal said, Karen gave hearts. Crystal said, I was looking into that Wife Between Us. Please keep us posted when you get it, and I may have to get it. I already read like the first like 50 pages of it on some beach, and it was pretty good, actually, and I've heard great things about it. Okay, here, Andrea said, it's really good, totally recommend it. I've heard great things about it. Which Crystal also said, I can't, paranormal scares the crap out of me. Okay. I'm gonna skim some of these. Chloe said, Peter, every night, I thought someone was coming up the side of my car. I did not lock my door. Yes, I did. Locks car door. I also love that he turns the windshield wipers on even though he's not driving. Love you too. She said, love you too, Alex, Boo, and Tucker. Aww. Patty Cake wants to see the basement. Razwirl said, I'm scared to go down there. It's not that bad, you guys. Whitney said, oh my, haha, yes, Peter, I'm so glad you responded. I'm making a cheese sandwich now. Wow, everything I love in a sandwich. Let's be good GDs. By the way, I haven't watched it yet, but I saw it come up and I like saved it to watch later. Hunter, who watches the vlog consistently, I think his name is Hunter Woodlawn. I want to make sure that's his YouTube channel name. He made a video reading a magazine like I used to do back in the day. I just saw it come up. Where is the video that he did? Peter Monn made me post a video. So read a 2008 tabloid with me. 2020 is canceled. It actually has quite a few views on it. This is hilarious. Let's see it. Oh, people want him to talk about the Tiger King. He totally should. Oh my God, you get such nice comments. People are like, we don't care what content you do, we just love you. That's so sweet. So everybody go check out Hunter Woodlawn. And his channel is just called Hunter Woodlawn. And he's got a long beard. And he does like some drama videos. But the last video that he posted before that was 11 months ago. So, you know, go check out Hunter. I'm going to watch the video as soon as I get done vlogging on here. Okay, Melissa said, we are needing groceries, and so tonight I got in Walmart and ordered groceries to be delivered, which Monday was the soonest opening. And I put French onion dip and ruffled cheddar and sour cream chips on the list. They want to say I'm not an influencer. I hate that word so much. Chips on the list, LOL, but it is the craft dip. That was the only available dip. And Kathy, that isn't true, babe. You have all of us with pack. You ever want to talk, hit me up. And welcome aboard, Tina. Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. I may not be able to sell anything like, you know, big deal stuff, sponsorships, but I can sell the normal stuff. I could sell the hell out of those Poopy de Chiffon dolls that I used to put in my videos. I would go to the Dollar General or Dollar Tree or wherever I got those from, and people be like, oh my God, people came in here asking for them. They're all gone. And I'm like, people came in here asking for them? They'd be like, oh yeah, they're like completely all out. People came in here asking from them. So I'm like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And then the ruffles and onion, it's like every once in a while, like I'll get like something that I'm obsessed with. And then like people go and start like buying. I'm just such a natural influencer of the world, aren't I? Everybody should do sponsorships with me. Hold on, it's gonna stop. I just think that I'm just such a natural person for, you know, that's where like Audible is missing out because they won't do a sponsorship with me, and I'm like, you're so stupid. Like they're probably like, why would we? It's like the same thing as like BarkBox and Dapper Dog Box, right? Like, why would they do a sponsorship with me when I'm already buying the products and I'm already like shouting them out for free? What is and glowingly shouting them out? What's the point of, you know? Oh well, it doesn't matter, right? I guess they would rather pay somebody, you know, like $20,000, $50,000 that doesn't read and doesn't really believe in Audible whatsoever than somebody that does and probably can't get them any kind of following, you know what I mean? That's what's so bullshit about it. People want to know why I don't believe in the word influencers, because influencers push products that they don't believe in just for the money they're getting paid to push because of the number of followers they have. But people that really believe in certain products, like a lot of family vloggers out there, myself, other people that show those products, use those products consistently, like none of us are getting paid for those kind of sponsorships because we don't have the numbers that these other people have. Can you imagine? Like if somebody like Jeffree Star, like what he has done for like Taco Bell and like, you know, Shane Dawson for like, you know, root beer and all that kind of stuff. Can you imagine if like one of them got on there and started eating like Lay's onion dip? I mean, it would be over. Like you would never be able to get it again. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that the companies reach out to like, and Jeffree Star doesn't do like, I'm not aware that he does paid sponsorships. Shane Dawson does on his videos, but I don't know like what but his are mostly like things like SeatGeek and stuff, like who doesn't believe in that, you know what I mean? But I just think that's where I have an issue with the whole like word of influencer, because it's like mostly it's people, you know, they don't really believe in these products, right? It's like they're just pushing them to get paid. And it's frustrating to me because like I have so many people that reach out to me like literally on a daily basis that are like, we'd like to do a sponsorship collaboration with you, and we'd like to, and they're products that like, I'm like, first of all, okay, fine, but the amount of money is not that great for me having to be like, you know, like giving away basically my belief system and my principles on not selling my audience things they don't want, you know, and being like, I really believe in this when I don't believe in it. And what's so interesting to me is that I say a lot, okay, to people when they reach out to me. I'm like, here's the deal, I'll make you, okay? I'll do a mention on my drama channel. I'll mention you and do like a shout out, okay? And then I'll do a full review on a full 100% honest review on my review channel. They never respond. They never respond. They don't want a full review over there. They don't want that. Because then they're like, oh, okay, so like you're not gonna just, they want me to get on there and just, they have a list of points they want you to talk about, right? Well, if it's a product that you believe in, then that's fine. Like, you know, like I believe in, well, the only two that I'm really doing right now anymore are, well, I do Scentbird sometimes, and I love Scentbird. I use Scentbird when we travel and all that kind of stuff. I actually have Scentbird in my bag right here. I mean, so obviously I believe in it, you know? And we use the Manscaped razors. We love those, and I use those. And Adam and Eve. So it's like, you know, they're all three products that I really believe in. The Jode watch that I did, it's my favorite watch ever of my entire life. The bed, which we did like 2 years ago, like that Helix bed, I swear to God, it's the most comfortable bed I've ever had in my entire life. So, I don't know. The whole world of influencers and sponsorships is interesting to me, and people are like, oh, the world of influencers is going to go away. No, it's not. It's never going to go away. It'll just be the next wave of whatever's popular. So, you know, like, TikTok people are real famous right now. I'm thinking about just, like, selling my soul, actually, and just writing romance adventure books. I did, like, back in the day, I did not, like, because I loved watching, like, Romancing the Stone, and I loved, like, you know, all of those movies like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, Romancing the Stone and Into the Night, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. There are these very, like, romantic comedy adventures, you know, Ruthless People, all of these kind of movies like that. What's the one with Bette Midler and Shelley, I can't think of her name, from, Cheers, Outrageous Fortune. Like, I loved all of those movies back in the day, right? And there were a lot of books that were like that. Not necessarily comedies, but they were like romantic adventures. You know what I'm talking about? Where somebody was like always like, you know, running after like some kind of treasure, and there was like this and that, and you know, there was always like, somebody was always like on the run, that it was for a treasure. And I like miss those kind of books, you know? I miss these books where there was like Lace. Oh my God, like what a fantastic book. Jackie Collins, Danielle Steele, those books that they used to write back in the day. Danielle still writes, but you know, like those books back in the day, like I loved those books. You talk about escape, oh my God. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, you know, like it's always like my intention to like write with intention, so to speak. I don't know how I just like went over from influencers to this. I just was thinking like, you know what, like I'm too old for the TikTok thing. It's not like I'm gonna have some, you know, company come and be like, oh, we like to pay you $1 million to do TikToks. You know what I mean? I love TikTok, don't get me wrong. I have so much fun over there, but it's not like I'm like somebody coming up with dances, although I do have an idea for something over there. But it's also not something that would like become a craze, so it's whatever. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so I was like thinking like, you know, I've been really thinking a lot about what I wanted to write the last year, and I start something and then I stop, and then I start this and I stop, and blah, 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 and then the whole thing with Caroline and I was like, you know, I could do like a piece of fiction. Like, this is what I've always, and like, it seems like at any given time I'm doing. I'm writing a piece of fiction and like a part of my memoir at the same time. But the other day, I was thinking about it, and I was like, when I was a kid, like growing up, like I kept notebooks and journals of just like these adventure stories of like stuff that would happen, and it was always like, just, you know, like some kind of like on the run, very much like Romancing the Stone. And I just kept it, like not as a kid, like 5 years old, but like, you know, like when I was in high school, I just wrote these journals of books. Do you remember we used to do that? We just kept journals and we would write books with all of our friends. It would be all of our friends. And I loved that kind of stuff. But then I think somewhere along the way, I thought that it's important to be like respected for your writing, or like, if you write with intention and there's, like, a message to what you're writing, like, that's really important. But, which I do think that's important to some degree. But then, like, I read Camino Island by John Grisham, and I'm not saying I'm any John Grisham, but, you know, like, I loved it. Like, it helped me escape so much. And I'm so excited about the sequel coming out next week that I was like, you know, I think I need to, like, maybe reevaluate, like, what I'm writing. Because I could really, like, bang out some adventure stories like that, you know? Like, romantic kind of adventure stories, or, like, a series of, like, I have a couple different series ideas. I had this series idea that I was going to write about these two women that were, like, friends. And, one of them is, like, they're, like, in their 50s, and one of them's, like, divorced. And the other one's, like, has never been married, and they, like, go to the casino, and, like, this whole, like, crazy stuff happens with them. Like, they win all this money, and then always, like, anyway, they're, like, on the run, and it's just, like, this crazy story. But it was gonna be, like, a series. And then Tanya and I, back in the day, well, I've told these stories before, like, when we would, like, drive around and get fountain pops, that we would, like, because she used to, she still does, but not right now, boards the canine cops for the county that she lives in. So she would pull up, and she'd be like, do you guys need something? And it's, you know, and they'd be like, no, you know, like, Tanya, thank you, though, we appreciate it. They love her. So anyway, but we'd always be, like, you know, chasing crime to some degree, or, like, trying to find out what was going on. And so I had thought about writing, like, a series of books based on, like, Tanya and I. That would be kind of like moonlighting, though, you know, like, this, like, you know, woman and her gay best friend, and they were basically, like, detectives, like, solving these, like, small town cases, though. Thought about that. And then I had a couple, like, adventure books that I was going to write. Like, there was this, I mean, I have tons of ideas of things I wanted to write. I have a whole notebook full of it. But I was actually at this donut shop in Anderson one night after I went to the casino. There's this donut shop there called Deluxe Donuts, and it's, like, real small, and it's real cute. And it's like you walk in, it's like one of those old-fashioned, you know, donut store. It looks, you know, like it looks like a Waffle House kind of, but smaller. There's only, like, one, like, woman ever working in there. I mean, it's like 5 different women that work there, but only one at a time, you know? And, like, if you go back, there's, like, this area where you can go to the bathroom, like, and the bathroom, like, door doesn't even close, and it's like, there's, like, this exit door back there. I don't know what got me thinking about it one night, but I was sitting there, and this guy, like, peeled in, and it was like, he, like, got out and went and got donuts, and I was like, this whole idea went through my head about this guy that's, like, he's, like, on the road from, like, it's, like, over some break, like Christmas break or something like that, and he's on the way home from, like, here to here to, like, visit, like, his parents are gone, and he lives with his grandma, and he's, like, on his way home from college or something, and he's, like, 21, 22, and he stops at this donut place on his way home, and this girl is, like, he goes in there to get donuts, and she's like, there's somebody in there, and, look, this person's, like, these two guys or person or whatever are, like, trying to kill her, and he doesn't really know why, and so, like, she sneaks out, and then it has something to do with, like, she, like, left her boyfriend and took all this stuff of his, and she has this, like, treasure map, but she doesn't know that she has it, and it's, like, just follow this map, like, in, like, South Florida, so they have to, like, drive from, like, Indiana to, like, South Florida, and it's basically, like, this very force of nature. Did you ever see that movie with Ben Affleck? Kind of, like, you know, kind of thing. But they have this, like, treasure map where they're, like, trying to figure out, like, what's going on and why these people are following them, and it was something that her, like, boyfriend's grandfather had, and she doesn't understand, like, why these people are trying to kill her, and they're, you know, on the run. But just stupid little, like, romance adventures like that. I thought, you know, maybe that would be kind of fun. Like, I would so love to write that kind of stuff. And, you know, I think people would read it. I think people would enjoy it and get their mind off things, you know? I don't know. Sometimes you just don't have to be super deep about stuff, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna pick a few more comments. Ina said, I was hit with a grocery cart. She even put the emoji, which I live for. People are rude, especially right now. I would be so pissed if somebody did that. I posted my story with a picture on Instagram and Facebook, not for pity, but so people can be aware. On a positive note, someone helped me, and that made me tear up. It's a long story. Anyways, oh, I hope you feel better, sweetie. Anyways, I hope you all be careful out there. P.S. Peter, I watch to the end and read usually everyone's comments because it makes me feel like I'm hanging out with friends, so thank you. Oh, I love that, and people responded. What is this? Y'all need to watch how you talk to people in my comment sections. I'm not going to have that. Next time, I'm just going to tell you next time. People were rude. So that's what you get for leaving your house. No, we don't speak to each other that way in the comment sections. That's rude. She went to the grocery store. I don't care for that. Carla said, if you ever go to Walnut Grove, I would love to meet you. I live about 30 minutes from there. Pretty sure you would be. That really surprises me. I have to say, okay, I'm really surprised by that. She went to a grocery store and somebody hit her with a cart, and she responded to it. So I'm just going to leave the comment up there right now because otherwise I delete it. And I say that over here. This is my vlog. This is the channel that I do delete comments on, okay, and block stuff. But the fact that somebody would say that, and I don't know if you're joking because you put an LMAO with it, and maybe you are, maybe you meant it as a joke, but she responded to it. I think, like, nobody deserves that to happen because we're going to the grocery store, okay? Like, we're allowed to go to the grocery store. You can go out for essential things. Like, we're not here to be, like, doing that, okay? And I have to say what really surprises me about that is that this is usually a really safe place for people. And if I have to start monitoring that closer, I will. But people are usually supportive of each other. I thought I was going to go to that comment and somebody was going to be really supportive of it, but apparently that's not the case. That surprises me. I don't like that. Carla said, if you ever go to Walnut Grove, I would love to meet you. I live about 30 minutes from there. Pretty sure you would be so bored there. Every year they have the Laura Ingalls pageant. Oh my God, I would live. Stay healthy and safe. I would love it. Amanda Panda said, you've read my comments 2 days in a row. I'm on a roll. Love you and your videos so much. Sending love from Westernish, Indiana. Hey. Peter, I bought that book on Kindle, but I haven't started it yet. I'm so excited. It sounds wonderful. I also got a cup of Melody Baby. Oh, good. Isfish said, you motivated me to not give up on the struggle with depression, actually stop ignoring it. Instead, I started working on finding the roots for it. Thank you. Oh, that makes me so happy. Brittany said, this is going to be a quick outro. 5 minutes later, you kill me. I know! Every night I say it's going to be a quick outro, and it never is. Tiandra is so rude. She said, his conclusions and papers in school were probably longer than his introductions. Oh my God. Lisa said that outro song has me giggling. Oh my God, I loved it. Okay. Shayla said, kindred spirit here. Our stories are so similar that I often cry when you are sharing in a good way. Thank you for being you. Oh, I'm reading The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Tanya loved that book, but I have to say that I'm just not into historical fiction. Like, Tanya loves that stuff, but I don't. Like, the Crawdads book was about, Where the Crawdads Sing was about as historical fiction as I can get, and that wasn't even it. Melissa said, fear and uncertainty do bring on rudeness. My husband and son are both grocery supervisors, and they are seeing this every day. The most important thing you can do is stay calm and as helpful as possible. I don't think the majority means for it to come across personally. I think they are just anxious. Love you, Peter. Thanks for the company. It helps get me through the day. Tristan said, keep smiling, keep shining. Thank you, Peter, for keeping me company. Aloha, Wolfpack. Oh, hey. Shelly said, yes, I do, and you should too, about the outro. Jillelina said, if you want mac and cheese, get those little Velveeta cups. Okay, so I got those the other day. Shit, it takes about 3 minutes. So I got one the other day, and it has like a little package of the squeezed cheese in it. I couldn't even believe it. I have them in there, but like I had bought like the containers, you know, like the little things. I bought like 2 of them, and the first kind were just like, well, they were both Meyer brand because it was when I went to Meyer the last time. But the first kind were just like the regular macaronis, you know, like this. And the second one were shells and cheese, and I was so not excited about it because I have actually some boxes of shells and cheese and some boxes of the regular macaroni and cheese too. So when I opened it, because I was like, the 6 cups before had been just regular macaroni and cheese. So I was like, oh, I didn't know I had bought these kind, because I just grabbed whatever they had, and because they didn't have very much, you know. And it had a little, I even told Alex, I said, oh my God, look, they have a little like package of the Velveeta. That's so cool, isn't it? This is Taylor, but this is from 2 days ago. But she said, hey, Peter, thank you for these vlogs. They have been helping me cope with our current reality. I love being home because I am a homebody, but I am a full-time student and my classes are online. I am a procrastinator, but your videos help me focus. Thanks. Be safe, everyone. Oh, that was really sweet. And thank you for saying that to everyone on here, too. Isfish said, Peter on Peterisms. Hey, you guys, stay mindful and serene. Learn. I don't know that I've ever said mindful on there, but okay, we'll go with that because I think this is funny. But she said, hey, you guys, stay mindful, or he, I don't know. Stay mindful and serene. Learn to let go. Peter on rants. It's too much. It's too much. Can't help that people don't catch the humor of it. It's very amusing and a good way to vent. Thank you for. I know people do not understand the rant sometimes. It just kills me that they don't get it. Sarah left hearts. Gabby said, post more rants, please. Oh my God, so funny. I actually had something else I was going to rant about today. I really thought, like, I should just do a total week of rants, but I just, like, know that I would lose, like, 20,000 subscribers, and people would be like, what do you mean you're not talking about Jaclyn Hill anymore? You know, people get so upset about that kind of stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Haley said, love the outro song. Another amazing vlog. Okay, wait. Ela said, great timing. I'm sitting here so upset because my kitty got thread stuck in his stomach and had to have a very invasive surgery. He came home yesterday and I had to take him back because he's really not doing well. We'll see how the weekend goes, and if he doesn't improve, I'll... Oh, Ela, sending prayers. I am sending prayers, sweetheart. I am so sorry that you're going through that. She said, I'm so devastated. This is such a... Oh... I'm so sorry, honey. Hang in there. Spend as much time as you can with your kitty. And I know that sounds trite and stupid, you know, but like, I don't know. Just know that I'm sending you prayers and positivity, and I'm glad that these vlogs are helping you a little bit. Rachel said, why does he always post in his car that early in the morning? Because I do. What's your point? No, because I can't drive around right now, and I usually drive around in my vlog, which then people are like, why does he always drive around? Where is he going? I just drive around. That's what I do. I like to be in my car. This is my safe space. This is my office. There is really no good explanation for it, I have found, and people it's baffling to people. But anyway, since, Rachel, thank you for asking. Since I can't, no, I really do appreciate it. But since I can't, like, drive around, my husband is asleep inside, and we have a loft condo. So, like, if I was talking this loud, like, he couldn't sleep, because it's, like, literally the upstairs is open. So I just sit out here in my car. Plus, it's kind of comfy out here. I like it. Amber said the wife between us was so good. And Lee said, so Rachel, I hope you keep on watching anyway. Rachel, another Rachel right underneath her, spelled differently, said, love the videos, Peter and Rant video was hilarious. Stay safe too. Now I'm hungry for macaroni and cheese again. Loved your outro. This is Lee Davis. I also stay and watch your whole video. Thank you. The only exception is if you post another video, and then I'll click on that one so fast. After I've watched that one, I'll go back to the first one. I know there are other Wolfpackers that do that too, because you know why I know this? Thank you, Lee. When I was like reading the comments on my rant video, people were like, oh, I just left your vlog. Oh, I just left your vlog. Oh, I just left your vlog. Sarah said, stop talking about great books. I'm going broke getting all these books. LOL. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. And just so you wonder, then people later are like, he titled the video. I'm calling the video today not sorry because of that right there. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I'm making you buy books. Okay. Curly Locks Glam Beauty. I love that name. So I wonder where you're just like sitting around and you're like, I don't know what my name should be. Judy Smith or Judy Rants or Judy Beauty. Oh, Judy Beauty would be such a fantastic. Is there a YouTube channel named Judy Beauty? If there is not, I'm totally starting it tomorrow. Don't even take it from me. Judy Beauty. Is there a channel named that? There has to be. There are a couple, yeah. Well, there's one. But I was kind of like hoping it would be like some woman like in her 70s that was talking about like Avon face cream. You know what I mean? Like I would live for that. But anyway, it's not. Oh my God. Okay. Get back into my comments. But anyway, where do you come up with a name like that? You're just sitting around and you're like, I don't know what to call my channel and my name. I guess I'll call it Curly Locks Glam Beauty. I love it though. Gina gave blue hearts. Hey. Hey, Sean. Emily said, love you, Peter. It's snowing here in Ohio, and I'm nesting for our baby girl coming in the beginning of May. Aw, congratulations. Somebody said. Okay. Who was the first comment today? Let's see. I think the first comment was... First comment today was Lee Davis. Hello, hello, hello. Followed by my good Judy Tiandra, who said, hi, Peter, here for the vlog tea. Followed by Tammy Johnson, who is always right out of the gate. By the House of ASMR. Great to see you, Peter. Your videos are highlights of the day. Love you. By Mama Oz. Hey, Mama Oz. Hey, girl, hey, she said. And then Emily, and then Adriana. Yes, vlog time. I love vlogs so much. And then Charlotte gave hearts. Hey, Charlotte. And then Sean, happy to see you, Peter. Always happy for vlog. I love Sean so much. And do you remember, okay, this is how I found Sean. Because Sean, I said I was going to start shouting somebody out. This lasted about like maybe like a day or two. Like all of my good ideas. But I said I was going to shout somebody out from the vlog every single day. And Sean was the first one. And now, like, every time I see Sean comment on any of my channels, which Sean literally comments on every single one of my videos, on every single one of my channels, every single time I post. And I really, really appreciate that, because I don't know, it just translates to me as like, wow, this person like cares enough to like, even if she doesn't watch the whole video, she goes over there and like comments on it and, you know, likes it. And that means a lot to me. I really appreciate it, you know? So thank you, Sean. And there's so many of you out there that do the same thing, and I really appreciate it. And I don't want you to think that like it goes missed on me. Like, I see it. Like, it's not BS when I say that I read all of the comments. Like, I read all of the comments. I do this all the time, don't you? Anyway. So I see like who posts consistently and who likes, you know, I don't see who likes the videos, but I can see that you're commenting on there. All right, I'm gonna get off here now because the battery is starting to get low, and if this one dies, I'm gonna be so over it. So anyway, we're gonna make this outro real short because I got less than 2 minutes. Anyway, I hope you guys are having if you made it this far, please put any color of heart. We'll put the blue heart for OG Wolfpack, but any color of heart in the comment section below, or a combination of hearts for essential workers out there. Thank you guys so much for working for us. And if you made it this far, thank you. I love you. And make sure that you leave a comment, and that you also give this video a big thumbs up, and that make sure that you're still subscribed to this and my other channels as well. And I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. I cannot believe it's Saturday already, unless you have other plans, but don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. I hope you have an amazing Saturday today, unless you have other plans, but like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Do something exciting. Read a book. Watch a movie. Design a dress, I don't know, do a fashion show in your living room, do something fun today, and yeah, and then do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now, 60 years from now, 69 years from now, family friendly. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. For all of you out there that need to hear it, especially you, Melissa, I love you. And make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say to yourself, I love you, and then at least one positive affirmation, like today is going to be a fantastic day, or tomorrow is going to be an amazing day, or today is going to be an amazing day, and today I'm going to be filled with I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day long. And most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you today. Just call them, say hi, I love you, you know. And then also practice random acts of kindness. What do we do? Most importantly of that one, we don't tell anyone, we just do it because it's a good thing to do. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and it means the world to me. You're getting me through this, and I really appreciate it. I love you, and I can't believe I got this done in 2 minutes. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Love you. Bye! And for anybody else that needed to hear it, one more I love you for the outro. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.